Welcome to this Radiobubble Podcast. I'm here with the new deputy head. Well, he will be in September. So congratulations on your new role, which you've been assigned to. How do you feel about the appointment?
Very excited, Tom. Thank you very much. Looking forward to it. It's a big challenge. Mr. Gillians obviously has done a fantastic job for the over sort of decade that he's been in post. And so it's not going to be easy to take over from such a man mountain such as Mr. Gillians, but very glad to be here. Dunstan's a fantastic school, and to know that sort of we've got a new challenge here, be here for X number of years and settle down with my wife and children here and get them into school as well. And looking forward to.
Did it come as a surprise?
Surprise? Well, Mr. Gillian's retirement. Well, that was a surprise. I mean, it's very hard. I think.
A bit of a stalewart, hasn't he?
He's been here a long time, and it's almost hard to think about Dunstan College without him. I think, and he's done a tremendous job in post. But it was all announced to the staff that he was going to be stepping down. And then, I've been on the senior management team for a number of years now, and it's these things are opportunities, and it's something that I'd like to do, and so put my name forward, and fortunately got the nod. So yes, but also been hoping for something like that to be in my path in the future, and it's come around. So looking forward to the challenge.
So you're, as we know, you're taking over from Mr. Gillians, who is retiring at the end of the year. Can we expect any changes?
Well, in many ways. I mean, we've got a school here that's doing outstandingly well. We've got an Ofsted report for the boarding that says that we're outstanding. We've got an ISI inspection report that says that we are excellent. And so, frankly, what I've got to do is make sure that we continue in the same vein. Maintain that progress. And, the school, I've known the school since 2002, when I first started teaching here. And then I did 3 years and taught another school called Eley for 3 years. And I've been back for 5. And every single year, this school goes from strength to strength, gets better and better. We get new staff in. Who add something new to the pot. We get new pupils in who are dynamic and exciting to get to know, and my aim is that the school continues to progress in such a positive manner.
Well, I suppose in investment wise, they've invested in a lot of new facilities, 2 keys, and the new library. What's your views on those new investments, I suppose?
I think it proves how well the school is doing. I mean, the country itself has gone through, as you're well aware, a sort of major recession.
Yeah.
And for our school to get bigger every year, as it has done, and to be investing and not just sort of hoarding and sort of riding out the rough times, but investing and growing, shows what a strong school we've got. And the actual specifics, I mean, I'm extremely excited by the library. I think it's a real statement about the academic heart of the school, and it's great to see it being used even in its nascent stages of the early build, but lots of people in there taking advantage of the phenomenal surroundings and what will be phenomenal facilities. So I think the headmaster should be congratulated for what he's done. The staff who've made it happen, and the pupils and the parents who allow us to do what we're doing.
Certainly. Now, as we know, Mr. Gillians liked his rules. Will you be following up on like Mr. Gillians?
Well, I think obviously in any school you have to have rules. I know that some of them are more popular than others. And some are very unpopular, perhaps. Well, I don't think they are, actually. If you think about it, we've got a great student council body, and we've got the Boarders Council, and actually I think the great thing is we're prepared to listen and have the debate and make adaptations if we think actually there's sensible reasoning for it. And things have changed as a result of the pupil voice, and I'd hope to be someone who will listen.
Do you have any new ideas, I suppose, that you can add to Mr. Derbyshire's revolution, I suppose?
Well, we do, as a senior management team, we're constantly talking about the progress of the school. There's a development plan in place, and all the way through, the time that I've been here, we've brought in lots of new things. The Senior School Club is something that you'll find out about in more detail in years to come. We've brought in new competitions, the Cultural Cup that's come in recently, and I've no doubt that we'll continue to be dynamic and improving throughout the time that I remain here, and the school carries on.
So you were head of senior school. Well, you still are until the end of the summer. Do you know who will be taking over from that position?
I don't know who will be taking over. It hasn't. The process hasn't started looking for a successor. There are two ways of doing this, really. Either the headmaster will look to promote from within the school, and we've got a number of tremendous staff who could do it. Both people who've done similar roles in the past, or the sort of the younger, more not always more, but the younger sort of dynamic ladies and chaps who make up the staff body. Or the head might decide that actually he's going to look outside the school and bring in new blood and new ideas, and as he has done with middle school with Mr. Ashurst, who has only been in post sort of 15 days, but I think has made a very, very good start. So I haven't had that discussion with the head right now, but I'm sure it will be on his mind, and it will be something that will happen, I would imagine, in the next couple of months at least.
Okay, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Back to the studio.
I'm here with Helen to have an interview on what's it like to have a sibling in Dunstan. So, Helen, do you find it easier or harder with a sibling in Dunstan?
Well, I find it easier because I know where most things are.
And so, what's your favourite lesson so far?
Physics, because we always have fun.
That's a good explanation, really, because I have fun in mine. So, what are you finding the hardest?
French, because our French teacher won't speak English to us or translate what she's saying.
Okay, thank you for the interview. Thank you so much. So it was really quite interesting to figure out what it's like to have a sibling. Okay, I'm here with Amelia, and I am interviewing her on what a great, fantastic win she did on the hockey match. So, Amelia, what's it like? Managed to win 7-0. Did you score any goals?
Yeah, I did. I scored one of the goals at the very end. We had 30 seconds to go, and I won. I scored one of those. Yeah, I'm really proud of it because it's our first ever match, and it's quite cool winning your first match.
Yeah, it can be quite good winning your first match. So you have a sibling in Dunstan, don't you?
Yeah.
So do you find it easier to have a sibling in Dunstan, or do you think it's a bit harder?
It's easier before you come to the school because you find out where everything is, whilst if you didn't know where everything is on your first day, you're kind of a bit wobbly. But when it comes to being known as the younger sister, it's kind of really annoying.
Yeah, I'm always called Bradley's sister. So what's your first week like at Dunstan?
It's been epic. Yeah, I've loved it a lot. Yeah, it's been fun because yeah.
Yeah. So this is Amelia, Radiobubble, and I'm out.